Sunny sky sleeps in the morning. He doesn't know when to rise. He closes his weary eyes upon the day. Look at him yawning, throwing his morning hours away. He knows how to ease down slowly. Everything is fine in the end, and you will be pleased to...
Well, there are many memorable things about this trip, but one of the ones I enjoy the most is the time when we are riding through the forest. And it's usually shady on a hot day, and it's wonderful, smooth roads, and all you can do is just enjoy the sounds of the birds and listening to all of that. I wish I had a little recorder so that I could find out what they are, because I have no clue. But I've really enjoyed that, because most trips are more out in the open, and you don't have quite that forest atmosphere. And I've enjoyed that a lot on this trip.
The sunny skies hasn't a friend. Sunny skies weeps in the evening. It doesn't much matter why. I guess he just has to cry from time to time. Everyone's leaving, and Sunny Skies has to stay behind. Still he knows how to ease down slow. Oh no, everything is fine in the end, and you will be pleased to know the Sunny Skies hasn't a friend. Sunny Skies sleeps in the morning. He doesn't know when to rise. Closes his weary eyes upon the day and throws it all away. Looking at the snow and trees that go outside my window. Looking at the things that pass me by. Wondering if where I've been is worth the things I've been through. Ending with a friend named Sunny Skies.
On n'a pas besoin de chercher si loin, non, on n'a pas besoin de chercher si loin. On trouve ce qu'on veut à côté de chez soi. Des sourires, des aveux et des langues de bois qui t'alanguissent, te pourrissent et font de ton cerveau un joli petit brouillon. Oh, où l'amour de son prochain, on verra ça demain. Avant tout, faut bien.
But I also thought I'd want a season pass to Chemonceau, the beautiful chateau that we went to a couple of days ago.
Right.
Because I thought it had so many levels of everything. I happened to really be into the flower arrangements, but I noticed that on the walls there was an art museum, there was a furniture museum going on, plus there was all this amazing history going on. And I thought it's sort of like an opera. There's no way you can take it all in at once, because were just too many levels.
Right.
So I was enjoying all the rooms and some of the history that I was learning, but I was really into the flowers, which they told me were all grown on the grounds.
That's right.
And so that was spectacular as far as I was concerned in that place. I thought that chateau was spectacular.
Absolutely.
So that's maybe my favorite thing, my favorite spectacle on this trip.
De sa petite personnalité, les autres ont tant de défauts, que dans tout ça, mon petit écho va se noyer, mon Dieu, je le crains, dans l'amour de son prochain. On n'a pas besoin pas besoin de chercher si loin. Non, on n'a pas besoin de chercher si loin. C'est être entre amis le vrai paradis. De tribu en tribu, on a le dessus sur tout ce qui menace notre carapace. Car aux différences, nous on y pense. On pense à l'amour de son prochain. On n'en pense que du bien. Mais on a tous notre territoire. Et là, tu vois, on veut pas d'histoire. On peut toujours en discuter entre tribus civilisées. D'accord pour l'amour de son prochain. S'il m'est prouvé que c'est un petit peu bien. La vie n'est pas un grand mystère, c'est dans l'amour de son prochain qu'il faut envisager demain. Non, 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 il faut pas se laisser faire. La vie n'est pas un grand mystère, c'est dans l'amour de son prochain qu'il faut envisager demain. Non, 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 il faut pas.
France.
Well, I think the cultural thing that stood out most for me is just when we were in Chen, as an example, the opulence of the folks who put this together and the arrogance of saying, I'm going to build this monument somewhat to France, but also somewhat to myself, and the lengths that they went to do that, and then in some cases the number of centuries that it took to then add on and make it what it is today. I don't think we'd see anything like that in the States, ever.
Well, that particular chateau was interesting to me, but what I really enjoy the discussion of how the history from the past connects to the history today. So finding yesterday that the town was basically bombed, other than the cathedral, which I'm amazed that cathedral actually survived, was pretty cool. And also making the connection to other trips that we've made. So Catherine Medici, Catherine Medici was married. You know, we were in Italy last year, so we were in Florence, and we learned about the Medici family, and we heard about Catherine coming to France and being in an arranged marriage. Then it was pretty fun coming here and then seeing that there she was.
She did pretty well.
She did pretty well, yeah.
She did, but all the architecture is so foreign and so different from what we're used to seeing. So I think we were riding with Jan the other day, and she said, oh, you know, this field could be anywhere until you come across a building or a cave. Right. Or the vineyards, of course, as you said, which we love to ride along. So that's truly striking and keeps me excited for the next turn. What are we going to see? What's going to be
Everything's there? Out of stone.
Yeah.
Which is fun. And then the fact that people, you know, that they would quarry these sandstones to build these chateaus, and then people would live in them. I mean, you know, we're biking along, and I took a picture of what I called the Hobbit house, you know, with the chimney, and there's a lovely French woman just going about her, you know, ways in the garden, and there is this Hobbit house. And as we rode up the hill, in fact, it might have been the hill we weren't supposed to ride up.
Probably.
We just saw cave after cave with people living in them. Like, how is that?
I thought Chen was wonderful. It was the right size to be able to appreciate the different parts of it. And one thing that's just kind of interesting to me, and Ed has mentioned this also, is that even though the French had a revolution and got rid of all their monarchs, they honor them in so much. It's kind of a little strange in some ways, I think.
Yeah.